What is up, everybody? Welcome to Plastic Addict episode 2. Let's get right into it. The first thing I want to highlight in this episode is the MVP Entropy. This is a lot like a Discraft Zone, but it actually has the feel of TI swirl plastic. It's really tacky, and it's got some great swirls in there. Just looks really good, and it feels really good as well. Also, a little side note, Hunter actually switched out his zone for this Entropy. Next up, we got a little bit of a wild card. We got the Ricky Destroyer. And you might be asking yourself, well, why is this really in the Plastic Addicts? And to that I would say, this is the last Ricky Destroyer we're ever gonna see. We have a little bit of them in stock. We have the Sakibot stamp, and we also have the normal stamp. I actually looked these up on eBay, and the Avery Jenkins Destroyer sold for $90. So make sure go ahead and pick these up while they're hot. Next up, we have a little bit of a different kind of disc. We have the Elevation Interceptor. And if you've heard about the Interceptor, it's actually really foldable and flexible. We have a review on it on our YouTube channel, but it's a 5403. It's stable to overstable mid, kind of like a Buzz, a little bit less stable than a Buzz. And it was actually designed to be the perfect approach and layup disc. It's really good for approach shots because it just sticks and lands. So definitely go check out the Elevation Interceptor. Next up, we have the Latitude 64 Grand Royal line in plastic. So this is very similar to a Star Plastic, probably a little bit more grippy than a Star Plastic. In the Royal line, we actually have 3 different molds. There's the Rive, which is right here. It's an overstable driver. It's a 1350 3.5. So a little bit more overstable. Perfect for those distance shots that require a little bit more fade. And then there's also the Grace in the Royal lineup. It's more of a stable driver. It'll go straighter. It's not going to fade as hard, and really good for someone who has a little bit less arm speed, and you still want the disc to go far without fading too much. And then the last one, the Trust, it's more of a stable mid. It's just a great workhorse mid that I would recommend. Up next, we have this sweet ESP Raptor. And in this series, I kind of just want to highlight one disc that really sticks out in the warehouse that we got in that looks really cool. So we're going with the ESP Raptor. Got some sick swirls on that, little white and purple action. And if you really like this, go check it out, foundationdisc.com. And finally, we have the Mint Discs Mustang. This is a pretty underrated mid in my opinion. It's a 5402. It's a great workhorse mid again. If you're looking something with a little more understability and to go a little bit more right, this disc is a perfect match to the Meteor from Discraft. The Mint Disc Mustang actually comes in 2 different plastics. First up, we have the Apex plastic that the Mustang comes in. It's the premium plastic, and it feels really good, almost like an ESP, a little bit more grippy ESP. The Apex plastic is really good if you don't want this disc to beat in as bad and just keep flying true to itself. And then we also have the Royal plastic, and this is your more baseline plastic, your DX, your putter blend plastic. So this is really going to beat in well, and it's actually going to, once it's beat in, it's going to turn over more. It'll have a little bit more understability. So it's a great disc to beat in and just have a later flip. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a reply in the comment box below. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one.